How many times is NeNe Leakes gonna use some gay lingo before we actually get to the episode that's actually good? Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. Housewives of Atlanta season 10 episode 1. I know the episode, let's go and get into it. Real Housewives of Atlanta is back season 10, honey. We supposed to get 10 strong. But what did we get? 10 reasons to stop watching because NeNe Leakes seems to can't find any other words besides shade, tea, read, and other stuff. Girl, I wanted to start off and be like, oh my gosh, yes, 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 I loved it. But throughout this episode, NeNe Leakes, girl, I can't even get into the main topic because throughout this whole episode, girl, it was T. And I don't know if NeNe Leakes was on 10. Maybe that season 10's theme is for NeNe Leakes to be on 10 because she really ain't got them many checks coming in right now. I like NeNe Leakes. I think she adds a little sass and stuff to Real Housewives of Atlanta, but we can clearly tell that she does not know how to season her sentences perfectly, okay, or even decently, okay, because every other word is tea, read, shade, and that. I'm like, girl, NeNe girl, can you stop for a second and just actually use something else besides that, girl? Like, what's the issue? But we're back. We got all the ladies except Phaedra. Our girl Phaedra is not here. We did find Miss Phaedra, honey, but they talked about her in almost every scene. Did we miss Miss Phaedra this episode? I can say I missed Phaedra a little bit, like I did miss her, you know, doing her little stuff. Now, I will say, watching this episode, something seemed different, and we can say Carlos King is not on production this season. He's not working with him. Y'all know he's not, you know, from last season, something happened. We don't know exactly what happened, but he's not on this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, okay? But if you got the tea, you can email me at justin@kingareads.com, okay? All emails are anonymous. Carlos King is not on production this season, and we can tell that he's not working with Real Housewives of Atlanta. We can tell because it's just how things are this episode. Like, y'all didn't give us a tagline, and I can understand because we went through and we did Real Housewives of Atlanta, we did Escape, you know, tour, Just Kicking It, whatever you want to call it, and then we got Married to Medicine. Y'all gave us 3 shows in one night, girl. I don't do threesomes, but this was cute. But it was a lot, girl. I don't know if y'all thought y'all was Shonda Rhimes. I don't know if Andy thought he was Shonda Rhimes trying to do something, but it was just a lot to digest, child. It was a lot going on, so it felt like this episode was forced. It felt like y'all just really just pushed this to us, and it wasn't entertaining. Now, I will say, Married to Medicine gave it to us, girl. I really wanted to review that first, but I know a lot of folks, you know, watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, so I'm being respectful to my people and to the Jays. But Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all did not bring it to us on this first episode of the new season. Like, y'all made it seem like that it was like we just got through finishing wrapping up season 10. Like, y'all made it seem like we just finished up the last episode of season 9. And that can work some cases, but it did not. Like, introduce us a little bit and say, hey, you know, this is going on. But y'all didn't. Like, y'all got straight to the tea, which I appreciated. Y'all had NeNe, you know, meeting up with Cynthia. It was cute, but it felt so rushed and so forced. So Kandi is talking about the success of Old Lady Gang. Old Lady Gang is doing cute. She said they on 45-minute waits. I don't know why our girl Miss Kandi is lying, honey. Everybody asking me, have I been to Old Lady Gang yet? No, I have not. First of all, every time I think about wanting to go, I don't have the money and I don't have the patience to sit down and wait no whole hour or whatever to get the stuff. Now, I've heard different things about Old Lady Gang. I heard the food is good. I heard the service needs some work. It seems like people are just like, girl, you here again? Like, you need to leave. But I will check it out eventually, honey. I will get a chance to check out Old Lady Gang eventually, and I'm gonna definitely give y'all a review and let y'all know how it went. Kandi, you tried to pull it with this 45-minute wait, girl. From what I heard, the wait be an hour or two, especially on a Saturday, girl. Stop lying to us. Now, there is a restaurant in Cascade that's in Atlanta, Georgia, that's called Milk and Honey, and I've been there about 3 times. Good food, good service, good people, good waitresses, good waiters. Y'all know I don't like to use that word. I like to use service, but I do like it, and it's a Black-owned restaurant. So we got to do a better job of supporting our Black businesses so we can keep them up and coming and growing. So I definitely will in the future be writing a blog about the top 10 brunch spots in Atlanta, Georgia, and doing a video on all of them and what I like. So tell me if you are interested in that. So we get to Lake Bailey. Cynthia looks gorgeous. She's getting ready to celebrate her 50th birthday. She's about to throw a sickening birthday party, like only Cynthia Bailey can do. And NeNe pops in, she's like, oh girl, what's the tea? Like they're talking, they chatting, and next thing you know, Kenya Moore walks in, and NeNe's trying to get straight to the tea. She said, girl, what's your husband's name? Are y'all married? Where the license at? We need to know all this. So Kenya Moore is allegedly married this season. I don't think anybody has seen the marriage license. I do feel like Kenya Moore is married, but I don't know if Kenya Moore was dating this man the whole time and decided to go ahead and get married, and she wants Bravo to give her a wedding special and give her more money. But like, there's so much going on with this, because I can't see Kenya not, as much as she's been putting her false relationships in, the eye of the Bravo camera, I'm just surprised that she's not showing us with this husband. So she probably wants some coins. A picture did leak of her on the beach and all that type of stuff. I believe somebody took that picture. Kenya did that to leak it. Like, Kenya wants the coin, but Bravo ain't playing with her. And NeNe Leakes trying to get the tea too, because y'all know she ended the puppet anyway. Girl, that's a whole nother story. But Kenya is clocking NeNe on her being nosy. I know NeNe has cut off half of her nose, but she's still nosy and she needs to get it together. Like, NeNe, girl, they did put, some attention to your nose, and it was kind of hard to look at it. It looked like some rising dough from Subway. You know how they be showing the fast rising and stuff? That's what NeNe nose looked like. But it looked like that it was something that stopped it. So it's like hump here and a hump here. Her nose do like a camel's back. Also looked like it had a wave cap crease on it. So, but they smoothed it out later on in the episode, so I don't know if they used a sandblast or whatever. But, girl, they drag NeNe's nose throughout this whole episode. Like, girl, I miss NeNe when she was like, I don't know. Shout out to NeNe. She loved her nose. I love her big black nose and everything else about her. But she seems to be wanting to get in Kenya Moore's tea. Like, I need to know what Kenya Moore is doing, who she married to, why she married to, and when did she do it. Porsha has a podcast. We introduced to Porsha. We don't have freaking fraud, what NeNe called it. We don't have Phaedra no more. So Porsha's storyline is a little bit weak this season. It seems like the first episode, like, Porsha really don't have too much of a storyline. She's working on her new podcast. She launched her podcast, Porsha for Real. I haven't had a chance to listen to it. Porsha is a cute talker on Dish Nation, in the Ricky Smiley show, whatever she do. I think it's just Dish Nation. But she does a good job. She's a journalist, quote unquote. I like Porsha though. She's my fave. But Porsha, girl, we gotta do something. You're gonna have a podcast, girl. I need you to get a podcast type mic. Cause girl, you had a karaoke mic. And girl, that ain't how we do things. Like, you were sitting in this open room and you were talking, so I gotta listen to it and see what the quality is, because if you were able to like talk in that open room, in that open setting, and the quality sounds good, girl, I need to know what mic that is. But that ain't how it's supposed to work, sis. But I'm pretty sure you know that. Like, Porsha, come on, you can do better than that. You have a lot of coin, you got a lot of stuff, you get a lot of influence and stuff. You can do a little bit more than that, honey. Like, get some studio time or something, sis. Damn. So her sister started asking her about, what's going on with Phaedra. Have you talked to her? Porsha said she's talked to Phaedra during her birthday, and she just wished out to her, and that was it, and there was nothing else said. So I'm interested in seeing, are we gonna get a chance to see Phaedra later on this season, because they're talking about her a lot. Like, they're talking about her, and it just goes to show you that, girl, everybody ain't your friend, because the way Bravo is letting them just drag Phaedra on out just goes to show you. I was listening to Kiss and Tell Radio. That's Cat Radio, honey. Y'all check it out. I love that. It's one of my favorite podcasts, honey. Shar is amazing. She's the whatever she is. She over there doing things at Cat Radio. Jays and Kendall, I was listening to it, and they talked about people in the industry not your friend. Like, stop treating people like at your workplace as your friend, because they're not. And you can see that as Phaedra, slowly got pushed out of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, they're just dragging the hell out of Phaedra. So I'm just like, girl, Phaedra, these folks don't seem like they would never hear from you from the beginning, to be honest. Sheree don't have anything going on this season. I'm glad my guy Carlton brought that up on Twitter. He was like, Sheree, as much stuff you've been doing and how long you've been on Real Housewives of Atlanta, you don't have anything to show for it. The only thing that Sheree says she can do, and she has done, is selling those bootleg pictures that she was trying to do back in 2015. And I said, Sheree, girl, what's the tea? Like, what is you doing? Like, you selling, pictures with you for $5, and she wasn't even on that current season of Housewives. I don't think she don't have no peach. Bro, she had probably a plum, but she ain't had no peach. Sheree, girl, you gotta get that together while you dragging NeNe and her boutique, and you talking about yours was kind of upscale. But Sheree, ain't nobody buying your shirts or your company. Girl, it seemed like the bank trying to buy back their house, allegedly. So Sheree's wig and NeNe's nose meets up at NeNe's boutique. That confessional wig that you had on, Sheree, girl, you was giving me Storm Light teas, like Crystal Light, but even less calories. And girl, you were not feeling that wig. Was just off of God off. I don't know who doing the wigs now. Y'all must got some white woman with blonde hair and think she an artist and stuff, that she can do black women hair. You can't put blue lights on black girl. girls, and you can't put bad wigs on black women. Sheree, like, she been taking something, girl. She been eating good. She been eating her Wheaties, her breast all full and stuff. I was like, okay, Sheree, she look good. She had the little shoulder suit thing going on. So NeNe trying to dive into the tea. She talking about Kenya. She talking about this and that. She just trying to get to the information. Like, girl, this is what's going on. And it's funny because Sheree and NeNe have been through so much in the past. It's just hilarious. Now, Bravo, what I need y'all to do, and I hope y'all have done this season, is y'all give us sickening, takeaways and backtrack. Do some throwback Thursdays. Do some throwback Thursdays to iconic scenes between, like, cast members and stuff. Like, this is a 10-year thing. Like, it needs to be a special. Like, we need to see what milestones and stuff we have been through. Like, how much, some people's skin tone has changed. How much some people's nose have changed. How much, some people's bank account has stayed the same or less than. Okay, talk about that. I really want to know. I think the people really want to know. Kenya Moore has a phone conversation with her father. And her father, child, I'm telling you, every time she called her daddy, he speak like his father read like he's old Peter or something up. Like, girl, he reading like he reading the name of the folks who's supposed to get into heaven and hell. Like, he's taking his sweet ass time, and it's bothering me. Like, I'm like, girl, if you don't say somebody's name and get this stuff, like, if you don't say this stuff, and he talking to Kenya, say, I checked on Facebook and you got married. I'm like, girl, can we get this shit out of her, bro? Like, what's going on? So Kenya has eloped. She got married. And how the hell she done had 40 family members and all this? Now, she said she had all these family members and stuff, but her daddy wasn't there. I'm a little confused. Stuff ain't making sense, honey. Her daddy didn't know what was going on. So I'm like, what type of relationship do you have with your daddy? And is this even real to begin with? Porsha and Sheree seem to be cool. They're besties. They're friends this season because Porsha really ain't got nobody no more because NeNe ain't checking for her. NeNe mad about something that happened 2 years ago. And Porsha like, girl, you did something 3 weeks ago that make me not want to check for you, period. So there is so much to be said because Porsha, she ain't cool. She got alright with Cynthia, but she didn't kind of kicked her a little bit, for lack of better words. And she just don't have a good relationship. She ain't, cool with Kandi, obviously. And the other girl, Shamia, I don't know, does Shamia have a peach? We didn't get the taglines. Like, y'all didn't even give us the taglines this season. Like, the first episode, y'all didn't give us the taglines. Like, y'all, I'm gonna clap my tongue and be quiet. Sheree said, girl, you gotta talk to NeNe. You got to have a conversation with her because she gonna be at Cynthia's party. She said, well, girl, I ain't gonna be able to notice her. Which NeNe gonna be there? Girl, NeNe, they coming for you real good. Girl, they getting on your nose. They getting on everything. Girl, they coming for you. Oh, girl, that's so funny. So we get to Cynthia's party, and Cynthia said, girl, everybody needs to dress up as me. Y'all need to come in with y'all good wigs and all that. I don't know how they gonna do that, especially with Sheree wearing this lightning thunder ass wig. So everybody comes. Kenya Moore, whatever she had on, I hated it. Kenya Moore was giving us Gladys Knight tied ass chicken and waffle tees. I hated that wig. Rolling. I did not like it. Like, Kenya Moore, you look cute with long hair, keep that, but that short hair was not, and them long lashes, girl, you look like, you like a witch version of Snuffleupagus, okay? Girl, Papadopoulos, that's what you was giving me. I did not like it. Candace thing, she had the cocaine, sickening, everything. Shamia's stuff looked kind of tired a little bit. She looked like she had on party city stuff, and so it was alright. Whose stuff was cute. Surprisingly, NeNe didn't wow me with this, this white thing. Like, NeNe, like she was about to go in and cook some dressing, like some turkey dressing. Like she was about to put her hand in some stuffing. I didn't like that. I just didn't like that. She reminded me of my mama put on when she about to go in the kitchen and cook Thanksgiving dinner. I did not like that. Porsha's outfit was alright, but y'all didn't wow me. Like, this supposed to be Cynthia's 50th birthday party. Maybe it was something Bravo told her, girl, who go $500, let's do this. But I didn't feel like this was an extravagant party as it should have been. Maybe because the fashions wasn't all that. Cynthia Bailey comes out, she has this cute little outfit on, but I'm not sure if Cynthia, this is her first time wearing it. It didn't look Cynthia Bailey-esque. It just looked alright. It wasn't nothing extravagant, and it hugged her body a little bit. Like, she looked like a light-skinned pot roast. And it just, I didn't like it. And I like Cynthia always slays, but I just didn't like this Arabian Night type of outfit, girl. It was just like she had plastic stuff, even straps and stuff. I was like, girl, is she about to, girl, she was looking like the girl off Fifth Element. I was not here for it at all. Car bomb. So as soon as Porsha comes in, because Porsha ass always late, she walks in, she sees NeNe and all the folks. Girl, she's speaking to everybody. She said, hey, NeNe. She didn't give nobody a hug. She gives Kandi a hug. Kandi ain't here for it. Now, this is the thing I don't understand. Kandi did not want to hug, but she hugged Porsha. NeNe took offense to her not really hugging her. I don't know what y'all, I don't know. Like, girl, y'all confused the hell out of me. Because if they don't speak to you, you press. If they do speak to you, the press. Like, girl, like, we all on this show together. We're in this together. Like, just do that. Y'all all in this together. Like, do it. Like, make it work. Like, girl, I ain't here for that. Kandi, let go and let God. Like, I know that happened last year. I know they attacked you. You still out here making duckers. You doing stuff. Like, just girl, just kind of let that go. Like, she just still hold on. This animosity is just like, I just want to throw up. Like, Kandi, okay, sis, we know that you mad. We know they accused me of being a rapist. We know that, Kandi, but girl, let go. So NeNe said, screw all that, honey. I need to have a conversation with Porsha because Porsha has done she has done something to me and I just need to have a conversation about it. So Sheree said, girl, let me get this together. Like, she trying to set it up and Porsha ain't interested. She's just like, girl, she fake. I ain't dealing with her. Like, we ain't got to do that right now. But NeNe said, girl, I need this camera time. We gonna talk. Did anybody, was it just me or did it seem like NeNe was just like really, really amped up? Like, she was just really on something to get some attention for the camera. And I appreciate it because I don't like when NeNe is on her world tour doing stuff and cussing out women and wishing them to be assaulted and stuff. Like, I don't know, but I just was not here for this amped up NeNe, like I don't know, because I do like, NeNe is funny when she kind of like, but it was too much for me. It was too much for me. So, you know, Porsha just said, girl, you fake as hell. You did something 3 weeks ago and you said that I need to be fired. Now, NeNe did not say that she need to be fired, but she did call her fraud and she just, you know, she kind of said some stuff. And I don't know, Porsha and NeNe. I'm like, girl, why y'all even talking? Why y'all trying to work it out? NeNe, it don't seem like you care, so why are you pressed about it? If you don't really care, then stop talking about it. But we need it for camera so it can look good for the show, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. Overall, I give this episode a D minus. Like, this episode, like, y'all didn't even give us, like, on this coming season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Maybe y'all used that to keep us paying attention and hoping that you all will play it afterwards. But I just did not like this episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. It was just lackluster D for like, and y'all really playing because y'all know we're gonna watch it. But y'all got to watch out because reality TV is probably finna see its days because we got sickening shows that coming, like we have sickening scripted shows that are coming out and snatching wigs. So y'all got to fix it. But tell me what y'all think about this episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. What did you all think? Who team are you on? Are you on Porsha's team or are you on NeNe's team? Honey, to be honest, I ain't on neither one of them teams because they seem like they both give me way too much. Also, make sure you get ready for the newest episode of For the Culture Podcast this Tuesday. Make sure you listen to the last week's episode because we did give y'all a sickening episode. Hear what y'all think, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Bon appetit.